Apple is about to do something it has never done before, and it's a move that might actually make you angry. For years, we followed the same routine. September rolls around, and Apple drops a full lineup of new iPhones for everyone. But that tradition is officially dead. The latest reports coming out of Asia confirm a massive shift in Apple's strategy that changes everything we know about the iPhone 18 launch. If you were planning on picking up the standard, more affordable iPhone 18 this fall, you're in for a major disappointment. Apple is reportedly splitting the launch in half, and the reasons behind it are both brilliant and a little bit greedy. The big news is that there will be no base iPhone 18 this September. Instead, Apple is putting all its energy into the iPhone 18 Pro and the iPhone 18 Pro Max. The regular model is being pushed back until next spring. This isn't because of a mistake or a part shortage. It is a calculated move to prioritize the most expensive phones Apple makes. By clearing the schedule, Apple is making sure that the factories, the shipping lanes, and the marketing buzz are all focused on the high-end models. They want to capture the early adopters, the people who are willing to spend the most money, without giving them a cheaper option to fall back on. This strategy is all about the bottom line. Pro models carry much higher profit margins. When Apple only offers the Pro versions, their average selling price skyrockets, which makes Wall Street very happy. But there is an even bigger player entering the game this year, the iPhone Fold. This is expected to be Apple's first-ever foldable device, with a price tag potentially reaching $2,500. Launching a foldable phone is a massive risk. The hinges are complex and the screens are fragile. By delaying the base iPhone 18, Apple reduces the chaos in its supply chain. They can focus on perfecting the foldable and the Pro models without worrying about a cheaper phone taking up resources. But there's a psychological trick here, too. By splitting the launch, Apple creates two separate hype cycles in 1 year. They get the headlines in September for the Pro and Fold models, and then they get a second wave of news and sales in the spring for the mainstream iPhone 18. It keeps the iPhone in the news almost year-round. It creates a sense of scarcity that drives people to upgrade sooner than they planned. If you want a new phone in the fall, you're forced to go Pro. In my opinion, this is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's a genius business move that ensures every product gets its own spotlight and the supply chain stays stable. On the other hand, it feels like Apple is slowly turning the iPhone into a luxury-only brand for the first half of the year. They are essentially telling mainstream buyers to wait or pay up. It's a bold gamble, and if it works, the all-at-once September launch might be gone forever. This could be the new normal for tech's biggest giant. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon. Script outline. The hook: start with the shocking news that the traditional September launch is dead and the base iPhone 18 is missing. The split strategy: explain the new timeline, Pro models in the fall, base model in the spring. The profit motive: discuss why Apple is doing this to please Wall Street and push higher-priced models. The foldable factor: introduce the iPhone Fold and how its complexity forced Apple to simplify the rest of the launch. Supply chain and risk: detail how moving the base model prevents bottlenecks and manufacturing nightmares. The hype cycle: explain how Apple now gets 2 launches per year instead of 1. The impact on buyers: discuss what this means for the average consumer and the Pro-only pressure. Closing opinion: summarize if this is a smart move or a move away from the average user. Full script. Apple is about to do something it has never done before with the iPhones, and you are not going to like this. We have already heard the rumors, but now they are getting harder to ignore. Apple is reportedly splitting the iPhone 18 launch. There will be no full lineup this fall. There will be no base iPhone 18 in September. This is not a one-size-fits-all release anymore, and that changes everything. There is no more base model coming out this year, and Apple does not seem to care if you like it or not. Apple plans to launch the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max this year. They will delay the regular iPhone 18 until next spring. According to a new report, this is not about technical issues. It is not about production delays or mistakes. There is a much bigger picture that Apple is planning behind the scenes. According to a new report from Nikkei Asia, Apple is deliberately prioritizing its most premium iPhones for 2026. The factories, the components, and the shipping capacity are all aimed at the higher-end models first. You might wonder why they would do this now. The answer is simple. Pro iPhones make Apple more money. They sell much faster in the US. They carry higher profit margins. They also raise Apple's average selling price. This is exactly what Wall Street loves to see. This September, a new big dog is also entering the market. The first generation of the iPhone Fold is expected to arrive. It will likely be priced around $2,000 to $2,500. This aligns perfectly with Apple's goal of making more money. By launching Pro models alone, Apple captures early buyers. They do this without cheaper options pulling sales away. There is no price hesitation and no temptation to downgrade. The premium phones stay front and center. This is where Apple gets very clever. By splitting the launch, Apple does not get just one hype cycle. It gets two. They get one in the fall for the high spenders. They get another in the spring for mainstream buyers. That means more headlines and more pressure to upgrade. It leads to nearly year-round iPhone dominance in the news. But there is another layer to this story. This timeline overlaps with Apple preparing its first foldable iPhone. Foldables are very hard to make. They require new hinges and new displays. They have lower yields and a higher risk of failure. Trying to launch a foldable and a full iPhone lineup at the same time is a supply chain nightmare. So, Apple does what it always does. It reduces risk. By pushing the base iPhone 18 to next year, Apple frees up its suppliers. They avoid bottlenecks. They keep complex products from competing for the same parts. This results in less chaos and more control. It creates cleaner launches for everyone. The reports make one thing very clear. The only iPhone confirmed for the first half of 2027 is the base iPhone 18. Everything else stays focused on the premium fall window. There is a redesigned iPhone Air in development, too. However, it is not launching this year. Even Apple has not locked in the timing for that one yet. So, what does all this mean for you? If you are in the US, Apple is driving you toward higher-priced models. They are doing it quietly but firmly. Scarcity creates a sense of urgency. Urgency drives people to upgrade. Upgrades drive profit, and profit drives better products every year. If this works, Apple will not go back to the old way. This could be the future of all iPhone launches. It will be premium first and regular later. The real question is not when the phone launches. The question is whether Apple is being smart or turning the iPhone into a product just for big buyers. In my opinion, this is a bold move that shows Apple knows exactly how to control the market. They are betting that you will wait or pay more, and they are usually right. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon.